On the edge of a moonlit lake, nestled among the roots of an ancient oak tree, stood a tiny house. This was no ordinary house. It was the home of a kind-hearted, named Lumina, who was known as the Keeper of the Light. Lumina's job was to care for the magical fireflies that brought warmth and light to the forest. Every evening, as the stars began to twinkle in the deep indigo sky, Lumina would open the windows of her tiny house, and the fireflies would fly out, filling the night with their soft golden glow. The forest would come alive with their light, and all the creatures would feel safe and at peace. One evening, as Lumina was preparing to release the fireflies, she heard a faint, sad cry coming from the lake. She hurried to the edge of the water and saw a small, shimmering fish with silvery scales. The fish was trapped in a tangle of weeds, struggling to break free. Lumina knew she had to help. With a gentle touch, she untangled the weeds, and the fish swam free. In gratitude, the fish gave Lumina a tiny, glowing pearl from the depths of the lake. "This is a gift from the moon," said the fish. "It will guide you to those in need." The next night, as Lumina released the fireflies, the tiny pearl began to glow softly in her hand. It guided her deeper into the forest, along a forgotten path that twisted and turned through thick undergrowth. Lumina had never been this far before, but she trusted the pearl to lead her. The path ended at a hidden clearing where a group of lost fireflies hovered sadly in the air. They had wandered too far from the oak tree and couldn't find their way back. Lumina held up the pearl, and its light shone brightly, attracting the lost fireflies. With a joyful hum, they followed her back to the oak tree, their wings fluttering in the cool night air. When Lumina returned to her tiny house beneath the oak tree, the sky was awash with the first light of dawn. The moon, still hanging low in the sky, sent a beam of silver light down to the forest. The light touched the oak tree, and a shimmering wave of magic spread across the lake and into the forest. The creatures of the forest felt the moon's blessing, and the fireflies danced in celebration. Lumina placed the pearl on the windowsill of her tiny house, where it glowed softly, a reminder of the night's adventure. From that day on, Lumina continued her duties with even more care, knowing that the moon's magic would always guide her to those in need. And so, the ancient oak tree, the moonlit lake, and Lumina's tiny house became a symbol of hope and guidance in the forest, a place where magic and kindness were always close at hand.